Hey, I'm Annie.
And I'm Ren.
We're group 6, and we're going to be reviewing the contemplation stage of change as it relates to recovery and addiction. By the end of this presentation, you'll be have a better understanding of the contemplation stage and how to support someone in this stage. So, based on research and reference within our textbook, um, those who report to be in consideration of stopping their addictive behavior within the next 6 months are considered in the contemplation stage of change. During the contemplation stage, people experience a lot of ambivalence. This is where a lot of decisional balance comes into play. They can at the same time acknowledge like negative consequences of a behavior while also downplaying the positive aspects of it. There's a lot of emotional weight that can complicate decision making in this stage. Focusing more on the negatives may leave a person feeling confused or stuck in contemplation. By recognizing both the pros and cons, including the emotional connections to the behavior, um, it's influential in helping people make progress toward change. So maybe like motivational interviewing and things like that can really help people within this stage. So these are just some brief examples of people that may be in the contemplation stage. Um, like a smoker who's aware of the adverse effects of smoking on their health, but has fear or apprehension about moving towards the action stage because they fear like withdrawal symptoms or the social aspects of their addiction that they're so accustomed to. Or a person that uses alcohol daily knows the effects, how it affects their job's performance is super negative, but still is unsure of whether or not they can manage their daily routines or their physical dependence without it. Think of a time that like you or someone you know was on the fence about change and what helped you move forward with that. Here is the decisional balance worksheet or is that what it's called? I think so. This is what a lot of people will use to weigh the pros and cons of both the change behavior. I think of the change behavior primarily. Um, So during contemplation, it's not just about the person thinking, should I stop? It's also about everything around them, their family, their stress, their job issues, identity struggles. That's why contemplation can last for such a long time. So some individuals may benefit with time away from a chaotic or a high risk environment. It'll help them think a little bit more clearly about their next steps. So residential or therapeutic programs can provide structure and safety. Change is harder when self-control and brain functioning are compromised by addiction. In the contemplation stage, people want to change but aren't ready yet. And our role is to help them explore that.
Awesome. Thanks, Annie. So I'm going to be going over our case study. So our case study is Chloe. She's a 35-year-old female. She's married. She's a stay-at-home mom of two. Her and her husband have been together for about 10 years, and her youngest is about two. She was prescribed hydrocodone for knee pain about 5 years ago, and as time has gone on, she started taking more than what she's prescribed, and it's not just for her pain. She also manages it for her stress at home. She says she's worried she's starting to depend on it, but she doesn't call herself addicted. But whenever she runs low, she does get really nervous and she does have early withdrawal signs. So she says she doesn't think she can completely stop, but she does want to cut back. So this kind of gives us a really good picture on someone who is aware of the problem, but is still ambivalent on what to do. So,
Next slide.
yes, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah. And then just another extension to our case study. So she did grow up with addiction. Her dad struggled with alcohol problems. Her mom also struggled with mental health. She deals with chronic knee pain. So that does make things harder for her. She started using more hydrocodone for more to just like help with her stress than for just her pain. So it kind of became more of an unhealthy coping for her. She is a stay-at-home mom. She doesn't have a relationship with her parents, and her husband is worried about her use. But she does avoid talking to him about it whenever he tries to bring it up. So we did have her do a DAS-T screener. She did score 7 out of 10, which does mean she has severe use. And this is really important. It's important to note that even though her use is severe, she's not entirely ready for change yet. So that does show that severity does not really define readiness to change. And then I'm ready for the next one whenever you are. Thank you. Awesome. And so now we're going to do the DSM-5 diagnosis. So she reports taking more than she should. So we have put her in, sorry, I skipped a step. So we have diagnosed her with opioid use disorder, and it's severe. That's when she scores 6 or more of the symptoms. She, like I said, is using more than prescribed. She can't stop even though she's tried, and she is craving it. So she does get anxious when her pills run low. She's talking about, and she's avoiding talking about it with her husband. She does know it's hurting her, but she is still continuing the use. So this does fit with the severe OUD diagnosis, and how now she is in the contemplation stage of change because she knows it's a problem and she wants to cut back, but she's not entirely ready to cut back quite yet. Then I'm ready. Perfect. And then, yeah, so for our interventions for Chloe, we are wanting to focus on support and not putting pressure on her. So we're going to encourage small changes, maybe track her use. We're going to talk about her mixed feelings she has with her use. We're going to maybe encourage doing a decisional balanced exercise. So do a pros and cons list so she's able to see both sides clearly. We are going to want her to set small goals that she feels are possible. And we're going to use reflective listening while working with Chloe just to show that she is heard and understood and not being judged. So yeah, just the main goal is not to push her. We want her to be ready and to feel supported and safe when she is wanting to kind of explore what change would look like for her. Then I'm done with that one.
All right, and that is everything. I hope you guys can review this and give some feedback, another screener, and other interventions you might use for someone that's in the contemplation stage, and we appreciate y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks.